Good afternoon, everyone. I hope you are all well. I thought I would just give a couple of seconds for some more attendees to join, and then we'll get started with today's webinar. So today's webinar is it's one of our first main webinars of the year. I'd like to thank everyone for attending. Today we're going to be looking at Mitto's new integration with our Number Insight. This is part of our HubSpot integration, and I'm looking forward to showing you, running a live demo of what it does, and some use cases and the importance of why you can use this for your business. So let me dive straight in. I have lost my mouse. So today's agenda, I'm going to go through a little bit about me, a bit about Mitto, what is Number Insights and how can it be used, some of our use cases, a live demo, and then gives you a chance to run any Q&A, and feel free to ask questions during it. And we will get some time at the end to answer any questions that you might have. So hi, I'm James. I'm a partnership manager here at Mitto. I'm entering my third year here. My role is to work alongside both our partners and our integrations and support businesses that want to explore how we can use Mitto's solutions across any platform from HubSpot to Salesforce, Zoho, any CRM system. A little bit about Mitto. So how does Mitto work? So Mitto has been around since 2013. We were started as a small telecom expert team and have grown into a global communication leader. We sit within the Gartner Magic Quadrant for CPaaS. We work with partners all over the world, with enterprise businesses and mobile operators worldwide. Mitto also offers advanced A2P SMS, WhatsApp and Viber and messaging enablement across all of these different platforms and within the different CRM systems. We work with carrier grade platform. We ensure fast, reliable communication and improved conversions from using Mitto's solution. And that's why we help businesses connect with millions of mobile users to top brands on a daily basis. And the reason why we've built this integration is to really showcase what you can do by using Mitto. So before I get started, I've got a question for a lot of you. And I'm going to put this up on the screen, and I want you to tell me, give you a chance to answer it. So the question is, how accurate do you think your contact database is? Do you think that there is over 90% accuracy, 70 to 90%, or less than 50% accuracy? This is really important because this is meaning that you can see what sort of information is readily available in your database. I'm going to give it a couple of seconds. We all know that CRM systems are so important for your data, so it's interesting to see what these answers are. Lots of answers coming in. Okay, I won't keep it any longer than that, but what I'm seeing from the answers that you've provided is that roughly most of you believe that there is 70 to 90% accuracy in what's in your CRM system. That's a great result. That's really important to see. There's a couple of you that are saying roughly less than 50% of your accuracy. I think there's probably some CRM cleaning up that might be useful at that point, but that's where Mitto can probably come in and help you here. So, in fact, based on a recent study, what we are seeing is that actually 91% of CRM records are actually incomplete, and many are missing that key information. So that's why we've created Number Insight on a hope that this will be able to enrich those key properties within your database to hopefully bring that information to what you're after. So Mitto's HubSpot Number Insight. What does it look like and how can we use it? So I'm going to jump in and share my other screen now and run a full demo of how you can use it and the power of it and what we can see straight from it. So give me a second. Okay, so this is HubSpot's CRM and on an individual contact record. I'm putting in my own record because it makes it a lot easier to share. What Mitto has done is created this app that can sit directly on a contact record for a one-to-one basis, but also for a full database that you can run on a much larger scale, which I'll show you in a second. For an individual record, you can go into it, you can open up Mitto Number Insight, and you have two options, a phone validator and a data enrichment. I'm going to start with the phone validator. So the most important part about this is whenever you're reaching out to anybody, you want to know that you've actually got an active, verified phone number that you can send SMS messages to, WhatsApp messages to, or even for your sales team to pick up the phone and ring. So what you can do, you click on the button that says validate, and within HubSpot, you've got different properties, whether that's a WhatsApp phone number property, a mobile phone number, anything that you've got, you can choose which property it is. So I'm going to take, for example, my phone number. I'm going to click yes, validate this number. And within a couple of seconds, it will check against our records and our connections with the mobile providers that this phone number is actually valid. It's really important because then this can give you so many options of what else to do with that number now that you know that it is an accurate number. What happens once this is shown that it's valid, we also put it into a property. And it comes under a verified property, and you'll see now that we're putting the numbers in here. That means that the salesperson can go and reach out to those people. You can use that in any workflow, any list creation within HubSpot. So it means that you're seeing that they are accurate numbers to use. If it was unverified, it would put the phone number into the unverified property so that you can use it. The next part is the data enrichment. And this is where it really gets interesting. Once you do the same process again, you choose which property you want to enrich. I'm just going to take my phone number here. I click to enrich it. This takes slightly longer, but this works really well alongside HubSpot's enrichment tools for the email side of things, but we're using it for the mobile phone number. You'll see that's taken very few seconds, and now we have all of the properties that we are providing. We can tell you, working our way down the list, is it a disposable number? It will come back with a true or false. We provide whether it's linking to a social media account, so Facebook or an Instagram, and we'll tell you whether that's true or false. Is it linked to a Google account? Is it linked to an Amazon account? Suddenly you're getting these options of being able to build lookalike audiences for your businesses if they are, if you've worked out your key personas, and you could then work out a lookalike audience based on that and enrich their data to create a new process to try and track people down. As you go through, you'll also see the options of, is it linked to a WhatsApp? Is it linked to a WhatsApp business number? So this is really important because obviously you're going to be showing what you want to do moving down. You can say, I'm going to contact them via WhatsApp. So if you know that they are on a WhatsApp, you can use that. We give you the country code. Obviously, this is really important because at certain times you need to have the country code relevant to where you're phoning. And if you're particularly working with global audiences, you'll want different teams to be reaching out to different countries. We give you the network name. This also helps if you want to see whether they've ported the number, if they've moved across, and you can see the original name. Obviously, in this case, it's been O2, it stayed with O2 the whole time. We cleanse the number so that it shows the domesticated number. We also give it an international code in front of it, so then you know that this is a key property, that's the correct format for you to contact. We then start getting some more interesting information. We can give you a partial email address based on that phone number. We can pull in some image data based on where this image is readily available. We can base it on, we give you a rough age range based on the image. So this gives you saying it's between 27 and 35. Luckily it's right, and it's put me in that age range. But you've also got descriptions. You've got where's the image from. It says it's come from a WhatsApp. We also go down the route of, is there any suspicious formatting? What sort of number is it? Is it a mobile? Is it a landline number? And has it been ported? And then we go down the routes of, it's active, it's readily available as a subscriber status. And then if you want to, you can go down the route of, if it's a public WhatsApp account, you can pull in the WhatsApp picture, and you'll be able to see the profile picture from there, and that can be put into your CRM system. You also see when it first came through our database of what data the enrichment was run. So you can see that it's come through here. And then right down the bottom is this score. So this is our really helpful for fraud prevention scoring and everything from that. It's a score from 0 to 1,000. Anything above 500 is a good sign. It shows that the phone number is being used, it's linked to various different accounts, and it's a good phone number. If you saw a score here of 50, for example, you might be thinking, that might be a new phone number, it hasn't been linked to anything, it's potentially a fraudulent phone. It's a really good way you could create boundaries of where, okay, we're going to, for lead scoring, for example, in HubSpot, you could use it, if there's a score over 500, we're going to give it a +5 or +10. It's up to you how you would use these properties. But once you choose which properties you want, you might not want all of them. You can untick any of them, click to enrich, and all of these properties now get put into our Mitto Number Insight properties. And this is hugely important because this now means everything that you've just seen on the enrichment side of things is now an option for filtering on workflows, on your list segmentation. And it means that it's a really great way of you being able to build more enrichment into your process of who you want to contact. And that's on the one-to-one basis. You can go through the request history. You can see when it was requested, how many properties it was caught up with. It's all in the individual contact record side of things. But if we jump into the automation side now, I'm just going to share this screen now. You can build any automation using the workflow tool in HubSpot, subject to what properties you want, whether it's a segment list. I'm just using a segment list as a trigger, but you can click into the plus button here and you can go down to Mitto Number Insight. It sits as a standard integrated app, and you can choose whether you're validating the phone number or enriching the phone number. And if you click to the phone number one, you choose which property you're going to run. So I'm going to choose the phone number, and I select that, I click save, and it's dropped into the workflow. Really nice and easy to quickly put it in. And then you can then branch on it. So what I've done here is you can branch on is the phone number valid? So based within the HubSpot tools and the triggers, you can base it on the previous action. So now, from this workflow, you're validating the phone number. Is it valid? Yes, we're now going to send them, and this is a use case of Mitto's WhatsApp. You could then send them a WhatsApp message. If it's not, you could then go down this other branch way and send them an email. I'm not going to show that, but it gives you the idea of what you could do. And then if you wanted to get more information out of them, for example, you could then drop in the enrichment part. So the same again, go down to the Mitto Number Insight, the data enrichment, choose the property that you're doing again. So is it the phone number this time, or the mobile phone, for example? And it would drop in the data enrichment part of the workflow. Once that's in there, it will run through and get everybody into the enrichment tools. You then get all of those properties put onto the contact record, and then you can filter however you want from there. And that is, in an essence, what Mitto's Number Insight tools look like within HubSpot. So I'm going to jump back to the slides now, and I'm going to go through the next part, which is some use cases. But firstly, before I just get into that, it just gives you, just here, these slides will be shared afterwards in the follow-up emails. This gives you some ideas of what you could do. So with the phone validation and the data quality, you would be able to verify, score it, make sure it's clean, check whether their fake numbers are flagged, where the location is linked to. It will help boost the deliverability and connection rates that you're getting for your customers. Really helpful for when you start looking down that route of, is it better to check this before sending a message? It comes down to what you're wanting to, your volumes that you're wanting to look at. But then obviously the data enrichment comes down to linking it. Is it which messaging app works better? Is it linked to a social media? It gives you that prevention of, protects your sender reputation and reduces the fraud risk. So it's a really good tool to add on to the standard SMS, WhatsApp, Viber integrations, but also if you've got your sales team that are looking at calling, it's a really good way of being able to check those numbers before you go any further. So what are some use cases? So here's some examples what we are thinking would be really useful. So if you're working within your CRM and you're looking at your customer engagement, by using this tool, you're validating your properties and making sure that the numbers are actually accurate. So therefore, you're getting better quality leads because you can check the number when it comes in. You're getting there, it will make them more reliable so that you can focus your outreach on those. You can then personalize your campaigns based on the data that you've enriched. So if you want to go down the route of location focused marketing, you would be able to say, oh, you've got a UK number, for example, we're going to send you content that's more relevant to the UK. If I said that it's the phone number is registered in France, you might get some more content that's linked to French markets, for example. You also can see which messaging platforms they're on. So is it on a Telegram? Is it on a WhatsApp? If it hasn't, then you might be doing it just purely by the SMS side of things. What you get from this is a much higher response rate. You get more effective campaigns and improved customer relationships from that. So it's a really great way of adding bonus to that. But what about the retail industry? I always like talking about the retail industry because I like spending money and buying things. So when you use these tools, you get better offers. You can target people based on, is the phone live? Which platform do they prefer? You reduce the failures. So this is really good because you can save your business money from wasted campaigns because it hasn't got through to the devices. But you can also mean that you're getting a better success rate because they're reachable, they're going to be using their phones, and you're checking that the phone number is accurate. The social app and app insight is quite useful as well because you could actually target people based on whether they're linked to an Instagram or a Facebook for a retail side of things. You could build campaigns around, yes, we know they've got Facebook, so we're going to build lookalike audiences in HubSpot so that you could target them based on a Facebook campaign that you might be running for your marketing, but also the same way for Instagram. It gives you that way of bringing it all together, and it helps increase the conversion. And as I say, the better customer retention and the improved ROI on your campaigns. But what about the finance and fintech sector? So this is another big growing market. And one thing we all love is the one-time passwords. Well, for you, if you were in the finance or fintech sector, checking the phone number it's accurate, it's confirmed, it's validated before sending that OTP is a really extra bonus to make sure that it's going to get through to the right place. You make sure that you're getting your alerts through to the right number. And obviously you can have the transactional messages as well. With the fraud and risk prevention here, you can detect the disposable numbers. You can pick out those high risk numbers, and therefore you can protect your reputation and protect accounts from any fraud. But also by enriching all of this data, you allow these customers to create the personalized offers and services based on what you're seeing. Are they using which channel are they preferring? And so therefore, these businesses are seeing a safer transactions, reduced fraud rates, and a more effective customer targeting because you're giving them all of this information. And the other part is the travel and hospitality sector. Look at the booking and notifications side of things. You can confirm the phone number for a flight, a hotel, an itinerary. And so therefore, you're knowing that they are going to get that message. Check it all before you're sending it. It means that you can reach the travelers instantly through their preferred channels. And obviously it depends on where they are. If they're on a plane, they might have the internet. So therefore, you can check to see if it's active, send a WhatsApp message because they can receive those, but they can't receive an SMS while they're on a plane. Are they up a mountain? Are they hiking? You've got all of these options to be able to give real-time messaging on the preferred channels. And therefore, you can give that personalized service to them, which allows them to enrich the insights more, allow them to create more tailored recommendations, promotions, and therefore you get the happier customer, the fewer missed notifications, and the higher loyalty. So with all of our mobile intelligence and our number insight, all of these things add together to create a much more creative and seamless customer journey, because you will get a much better return on investment by using these tools. And there we go. So I've got some time for some questions now, and there is a question section. Please ask away if there are any things like that. Okay, so I've got a question here. Are we compliant with GDPR when enriching numbers? Yes, this is all GDPR compliant. We are pulling this data from sources that are readily available, and so therefore it's a really good way for you to see all of this information on. But yes, in the answer, we are fully GDPR compliant on that side of things. Are invalid numbers automatically excluded from campaigns? Straight off the bat, no, they are not automatically excluded. You would need to build into your workflow what you could do. You would have to say an unverified number and remove them from your campaign. But it's a really good question, because it shows, because it's a property within HubSpot, you would be able to segment your lists for your future campaigns. You've run the check, they are valid, off we go. Yes, they use them. If they're invalid, then you wouldn't use them during your campaign. Are the phone validation and data enrichments in the same service, or can they be done? Can you choose one or one take? Yes, the app is a one-off app. They are not two separate apps within HubSpot. You can have just for the validation side of things, or for the enrichment. I think what we're seeing is people that are exploring these apps, you will like having as much data as possible. It's a really good way to get as much into your campaigns and your CRM. So therefore, it's a really good way to have both, and then explore which ones you want to use as you go through. Great. Pricing structure. That's a really good question. So for Mitto's Number Insight, Mitto has two different structures for our pricing. For here, we are done basically on a lookup basis, and so therefore what happens is it's readily available in the marketplace, but basically your just have some for the pricing. The pricing works as such. It's for the data enrichment. For the phone validation, we do it based on 5,000 phone numbers, or a 10,000, or over 10,000 is a custom pricing. 5,000 numbers to be verified, we are at €300 at the moment because it's a new app. We're doing a new app offer. If it's the 10,000, it's sitting at about €500. And then obviously anything over the 10,000 that you want to verify is done on a request basis. We will then build out the pricing subject to what you tell us that you're looking for. For the data enrichment, if you're looking at 5,000 numbers, you would be looking in the region of €600. 10,000 numbers, it's about €1,000, and then anything over the 10,000, it would be on request. So it's included the phone validation in the pricing for the data enrichment, but it works like that. So that's our pricing and how we make those work on there. What I always say is if you are interested in any of these side of things, reach out to us. We can talk you through and look at your case-by-case basis, because sometimes you'll find that there's certain bits that are more useful to you than others. And I'm just looking through questions, and I think that is, are there any other questions? Real world use cases. That's a really good question. So real world use cases, I can tell you I've got one that is currently using it for looking at it for their sales outreach. They want to run it on it's obviously a B2B business in this case. So you are looking at that, check the phone number through this before make it for your SDRs to be making calls out to these businesses. Because they want to make sure that they're not wasting time ringing a number that might not be accurate. And obviously some databases, you don't know how long that data has been in there. So they want to make sure that the phone number is accurate before they run it, before they spend time to go straight through. What's a typical timeline for onboarding? This is you can go and install this app today. We go through once you can get some free credits, which I'll send you. I'll go on to the next screen in a second. You can get 5 free lookups. And then what you can do is that we then go down the route of getting the contract and everything signed, get the API code over to you. So this can be done very quickly to get you up and running. So you're talking a week to 2 weeks really to get everything going through. And is support included in the base plan, or is it an add-on? So for this, we help you set it up. We give you a user guide. We give you every step by step to get these in. If you want extra customer success, for example, this can be used from Mitto. We have a customer success team. They can help support with building your business and helping you get further along if you want to explore the use of that. But there is a fixed fee for that. But for your setup, because it's a very simple plug-in, off you go, there isn't really a need for an additional support unless you're wanting to go down the customer success and building your usage for it. So I think that's probably, there's no more questions from I can see. If you do want to give it a go, you can scan the QR code. You can go to our landing page and go and sign up, and takes you to your HubSpot account, add it in. If you want to reach out to me, feel free. You can find me on LinkedIn, or there will be a follow-up email that comes out. Feel free to answer any questions. There is a survey as well. And also, if you just want to reach out and have a chat through and see any other use cases and talk through any ideas that you might have about it, I'm more than happy to have that conversation along with any of the Mitto team. We will all be here to help and support you. And I'd just like to say thank you very much for joining today's webinar. I really do appreciate the time, and we will be running a Mitto series moving forward. So I do hope that you will rejoin us for our next dive into our other HubSpot apps, and then we will be slowly working through different other integrations and use cases in a much deeper dive across the year for 2026. So thank you very much. I hope you all have a great rest of your day and have a great week. Thank you so much.